Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another commute home on the motorcycle. A very cold commute home on the motorcycle. It's actually a little bit warmer than it has been the last few days. But we're on the CRF250 because it is still cold and there is still loads of salt and grit on the roads, and I don't want to ruin the MT-01. Not that I want to ruin the CRF either, but let's face it, this bike is a little bit easier to ride throughout the winter months, especially when I'm just commuting backwards and forwards. But today, all I wanted to talk about really was all the things that I've done to the CRF and how they're performing. So I'll start with the thing that's been on the bike the longest, and that will be the clutch. So if you look back at my videos, I killed the clutch doing a scramble day. My fault really, the bike just wasn't up for it. It was just too muddy and my skills didn't really allow to be sympathetic to the bike, and we fried the clutch. Now I know that the CRF250 actually has quite a weak clutch because it's got those weird anti-shudder thingamajiggy spring ring things, which tend to just add to the weakness. That's not me knowing what I'm talking about here. I'm just going by the research that I did after I killed the clutch. And doing that research, I found a good upgrade was the CRF350 clutch, which has got better plates apparently, and it hasn't got the judder rings or whatever they're called. So I did that myself. It's a relatively easy job. All the bits included cost about 100 quid-ish. I went for some tougher springs as well, and you know what, really good. The bike feels a lot more positive, not faster obviously, but more positive on the clutch. There's a bit more feel on the clutch. It's less spongy, if that makes sense. So yeah, I definitely recommend doing that upgrade. Certainly is a good upgrade, that one. And the bike just feels much more, it's not the bike, it's the clutch, much more positive. So yeah, it's all good. And today, look, it's not dark. We actually managed to leave the office a little bit earlier today, and it's not pitch black. I wanted to do this video on a morning because my mind seems to be a bit more active on the morning. I don't know why. More things, wants to talk about more things, and it was just too dark. And of course, the 360 camera has got such a tiny what they call it, a sensor, tiny sensor. You just can't see anything, and it's the same with the GoPro 8. It's just not really cut out for low light conditions. Alright chaps, so yeah, and then of course the next thing I did on the bike, well, it's two things really at the same time. I noticed whilst I was gonna get the chain a clean up and a re-lube, that it would actually split. One of the links on the inside had split. Not good. And glad I found it before I went out on the bike again, because potentially could have ended up in a complete and utter disaster. So I was going to just replace the link, but I decided to be a good boy and go and replace the sprockets and the chain, even though the bike's only done about 6,000 miles. And to be fair, the sprockets weren't worn that badly, but for the cost of said chain and sprockets, I decided to go for it. And it's quite an easy job, really. I've done a few chains and sprockets in my time. I've always done it myself on big bikes, small bikes, whatever. So yeah, and I did a video of that, and I also decided at the same time to swap the tyres out. My dad gave me some Continental tyres that he had on his 300, and he does a lot more off-roading than me, so he swapped out those Continentals for the Michelin trackers, and I had the trackers on this, but I don't do anywhere near as much off-roading, so I decided to swap them over. And I wish I'd done them myself now, because it cost me nearly 50 quid to get them swapped over. I wish I'd attempted it, but I was kind of in a bit of a rush, because I was using the car while this was off the road. And I don't like using the car, because using a big diesel car to get backwards and forwards to work is a bit crap. So yeah, I wanted to get this done, so I took it down to my local mechanics, and I'm not complaining about how much they charge. It was just more than I expected. A lot of people have said that that's a going rate now to swap tyres out. I remember it used to be a tenner, but normally I take the wheels down loose and get them to supply the tyres. I've not done it for a long time where I've had the tyres swapped out on loose wheels. So yeah, so next time, especially on this bike, I'll be doing that myself. I'll attempt it anyway. So I've got the Continentals on this. They're sort of a go-between. Light trails is okay apparently, so I thought I'd give a light trail a go on the way home. Let's see what it feels like. I don't expect as much grip. I don't really need to stand up on this bit. Everything's dried out quite a lot. We've had like a big dry spell of cold weather. Yeah, no real difference I would say on a little road like this, on a little trail. Oh look, moo cows. Hey moo cows. What you got there? Rocks. No, not potatoes? No. It looks good, guys. Nom 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 nom. I'm a cow whisperer, apparently. Moo. Oh, lads. It wouldn't be lads, would you? Girls? Oh, girls. What are you looking at? They're interested in the engine because they always think it's the farmer feeding them. So yeah. Overall, a couple of easy jobs. On the CRF250. And now it's back to operational levels, so we're all good there. But anyway, on that note, I want to say ciao for now. Give us a subscribe, do the usual, give us a thumbs up. That all really help towards the channel growing. And it's free, doesn't cost you a penny. So please, if you're the first time watching the channel, give me a subscribe, hit that like button, comment below, tell me what you think. I love hearing what you think. Again, all the comments help as well. And I will see ya next time on Tom's TC.